Jake, what are kind of the emotions, for Saturday, and you look back at everything you've been through for 4 years to have senior night and maybe only, one home game left?
Yeah, definitely a big time game and, a big opportunity for everyone, especially the seniors, to capitalize on it. But I mean, for the game, it's just, trying to make the most of the moment. I think for everybody, a lot of hard work has been put on, on that field. So, just making sure we make the night go as we want to, and preparing for that during the week, is really the mentality and just having a good focus every day.
How do you look at your time here? Obviously, I know you don't like talking about yourself, but you look at the 4 years and the 2 strong seasons, then battling through the injuries last year. Are you pleased with how it's going now? How do you kind of, what are you going to take away from your time here? 10 years from now.
I mean, definitely. It's taught me a lot of things, life lessons to the people I've met, all that stuff. But it's just been a really cool opportunity, and couldn't have asked for a better situation. But definitely has been a blessing. God put me in the right situation, so it's worked out well.
Jake, going back to last year in that goal line stand and looking at this year's team, how much better is the red zone offense and that 5 yards of surge as compared to last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely, statistically speaking, this year in the red zone we've been better. And something we kind of focused on in the offseason and we do every week. But just kind of that mentality when you get down there that, as you have throughout the whole field position, but definitely down there, it's a whole other mindset of, we got to get this ball in however it needs to be done.
Has that series or that drive been talked about this week, or are you guys just kind of focusing on what you need to focus on this week?
Yeah, I mean, we're preparing for the looks that, we're expecting to get. And so, that's what we're focusing on is this week. Because, every year, stuff's a little different. So, you can't look back on that too much. But, seeing what they did against us, throughout the years, but also what they're doing this year, stuff we all evaluate.
Was that a sense of motivation this week for the offense in terms of that? Did you draw on what happened last year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there is, that motivational aspect of, what happened last year in this game. But at the same time, it's a new season, new team. So, you just got to capitalize on the opportunities you get. And, for us, it's just, keeping that week-to-week mindset, one game at a time. For us, it's just, preparing for that throughout the week.
You scored a lot of touchdowns in your time here, but where does the one that tied the game against Colorado State rank in the sense of relief you guys might have had at that moment?
I don't know about relief because it's still a whole overtime to go through. But, I mean, definitely a really cool moment. But, Brett made a great throw and a great read on that play. We took advantage of it. But, I mean, that game in general was just, a roller coaster. But, I think we just had a great mindset throughout the whole thing. No one was freaking out or anything. Everyone was ready to keep swinging the whole game.
As senior day approaches, it's like that time to kind of reminisce. I mean, like, what do you think, like, 50-year-old Jake Rowe will kind of think about some of these plays you're making down the stretch?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to get back to you once that day comes. I don't know. It's just really been a cool opportunity here. Been in a great situation, and met a lot of great people here. My teammates, love them to death, and so just trying to make the most of this. Potentially last night on the blue.
Jake, I know you don't play against the Air Force offense, but the way the Air Force game is, no matter what side of the ball you're on, it seems like a mental battle as much as anything. What is it like, when you play against them? Why is that so different in this game?
I mean, you're going to get their best every game. Whether the record's good, whether the record's bad, they're going to come out and play 4 quarters, and they're going to give you all you got every play till the end of the game. And so, for us, it's just, playing our game, playing our football, not trying to get away from anything or do anything, crazy or special. It's just, let's just stick to what we do as an offense, and as a whole team, and just focus on that and prepare well through the week, is really what we need to do.
With Senior Day, one of the guys I've asked you about before that we haven't talked to recently is Gabe Perez. To have him back out on the field and stuff like that for you guys, I know you go against him in practice, but what has impressed you about Gabe?
Yeah, I mean, definitely his journey, that he's been through throughout his time here has been, a great story of, perseverance and all that stuff. But, I mean, him as a person, he's a great dude, and, he deserves, everything, that he's had this season, and, he's worked his butt off for it. But, I mean, just a great player, so it's great to see him, back out there again doing stuff.
You work with Alec. What has stood out to you about him? All these years you guys worked alongside each other.
Yeah, I mean, kind of cool coming in together and going through the whole process together. It's been really cool. Like brothers, all that stuff. But just really kind of it's good this year to be out there with him. Together. Doing all those plays and stuff like that. So it's just been a really cool opportunity and something that looking back on, it's been a great experience.
when you look at Air Force's defense, what does stand out to you about them, and what's the challenge this week?
Yeah, just get hats on hats, be ready for all their blitzes and stuff like that, and you just got to win the one-on-one battles. Will be huge for us, and take advantage of opportunities that may come across and exploit them.
How badly do you not want this to be your last home game? If you guys take care of business the next 2 weeks, you could get another one. Is that a motivating factor at all these next 2 games to try to make this not your last one? Or?
I mean, definitely you want to win the game, and that may be the situation. But at the same time, if you start looking ahead, then you might slip up, and then that opportunity is gone. So for us, it's just a week-to-week mentality, and right now all we're focused on is Air Force, and that's all we're thinking about.
A lot going on Saturday though with senior night, maybe a chance to clinch it, and you are playing Air Force and stuff, and want to end that. I mean, just a lot going on Saturday. What's, I guess, got to be a pretty exciting feeling on a lot of fronts.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big night, but at the same time, kind of like what I said earlier, you start to look ahead and stuff like that, then you'll slip up. And so for us, it's just staying focused 1 week at a time. And so that's all we're worried about is this week.